So my face looking a little crazy probably. It's been going up and down, but to the matter of the title of the video, I didn't put their names in there yet, but I probably will. And I've been kind of feeling like I just was thinking in my head, well, not really thinking in my head, actually thinking out loud, um, playing devil's advocate for this whole scenario situation pertaining to these celebrities, in particular Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. I don't feel like he should get the time that he's getting because I know that what he did wasn't right. It's not right at all. I don't agree with that because I've been somebody that dealt with domestic violence myself. Previously, I actually seen domestic violence going on around me growing up as a child. So I have experienced it. I don't feel like what he did was right if he did actually do it because they going off of just you know the main person that this is about is Megan. They took her side of the story, but for them to have had the other lady, which is was her friend, her now not friend no more, whatever, she can't recall or recount stuff that's going on. And then I don't need. I haven't heard personally if they were saying that he got up there and testified, but I feel like he shouldn't get because I did do a reading on this. I did a small reading, but I did it in regards to him having that incident with him and August Alsina. But I don't feel like he deserves that much time because they saying 20 years. I don't feel like he should get that because he didn't kill her. She wasn't like how they say critical condition. She did have to get her leg looked at and stitched or whatever. But I don't feel like he should get that kind of time because I feel like that's excessive. So that's a lot of time for that. I do feel like he should get some kind of like anger management for like domestic um disputes, relationship, whatever they call that, and be on like probation for like a few years or whatever. I don't feel like 22 years should be that's excessive for that for this whole situation. That's a lot. Um and then I feel like he should do some kind of community service. I mean, he kind of was doing that a little bit. I've seen on social media already, I guess. So have him do that. But as far as him getting all that time like that for that, mm-mm. That should be for people who actually are out here killing people. Like, I was just saying, out loud to myself, like me just losing my cousin. And if they was to find out who did that to him, they should get that kind of time, like 22 years because they actually killed that person. Or like somebody who's considered like a known to be rapist, especially somebody who's done rape kids, they should get that kind of time. But as far as this whole situation with what has happened and them both speaking about it in kind of ways or whatever online, excuse me, I don't feel like he should get that much time. That's a lot of time for that. Um, that's a lot of time. So I don't feel like he should get 22 years for that. That's a lot. Um, yeah, that's a lot. So I feel like that's my opinion on that. How I feel about that. Everybody coming out here saying they own stuff or whatever. So that's what I feel like. Him getting that much time for that, I don't think that's excessive. That's redundant for that. Like maybe if it was something where he actually did this before, like in the same kind of scenario or something like that, maybe he should get that kind of time like that. Then maybe, but for this to been like the only time that they don't talked about since it don't happen now, it don't pass and it happened. I don't feel like he should get all that time like that. That's a lot. Um, and like I said, I don't disagree of what happened to her was wrong because like I said, I have in a way in the past experienced domestic violence where I actually had to put a restraining order against somebody that I was with, and even though after the fact we end up kind of like um you know how you don't abide by, but I think we did because we never had no incident where we had to go back to court or was told to go back to court because of that. I knew the circumstances. Like if I was to get all into detail about that, that would be a whole nother video. That could be like probably an hour long video, but I'm not gonna go there with that. But I just know where that's coming from that aspect of being a woman and having something happen, like not like that, but being in a domestic violence type of situation. So I don't disagree with him getting away with it. I don't disagree with that, but I feel like him getting that much time is very excessive for that, because he did harm her in a way, but he didn't like, thank God she's not gone, So I don't feel like that amount of time that they trying to give him fits what it is now. I feel like if he actually caused major more harm than what he did, then I feel like he should get that kind of time. I don't know if they trying to give him that kind of time because it happened, in California. So I'm assuming that's where it's at because that's where all the case and everything took place at. Um, but I really feel like that is very excessive for that. So I know everybody gonna have their own opinion, but at the end of the day, like I said, I don't disagree. I don't disagree that he shouldn't have got something for what has transpired, but I don't feel like they was going off of a lot for him to get that much time. That's a lot. And then for what has happened, I feel like 22 years or whatever they trying to say, like that much time is totally a lot of time. Really a lot of time. Excuse me. So I actually feel like I said, I feel like he should have to do some kind of domestic violence type of thing for like, a year or two, along with like some type of probation and community service. Like, he got a kid out here. I feel bad for him for that because I feel like if they was to take him away from his take him away for that long, that's how long he gonna be away from his child. That's a long time. I mean, I hope that if they trying to give him that time, that people that's actually out here killing people and raping these little kids and stuff like that, I hope that they would actually get way more time than that because 22 years, that's a lot of time. And I don't feel like, even though he is a gun was involved and everything, I don't feel like that meets what has happened. I don't feel like that goes together. I know he don't have other incidents with other people that is in his circle, like as far as him being a celebrity and all that. But I just feel bad mainly on his side a little bit because, like I said, I'm paying. I'm because I don't. I hate to be going between them two because, but it's been so much going on. I kind of been trying to like. I don't be wanting to be, how you say, like idolizing none of these celebrities. I like their music, the ones that I do listen to now. I like their music, but it's been so much stuff going on, and then I don't know. It's just so hard to like they making it hard for you to like what's real and what's not. So yeah, again, like I totally sympathize. I understand. I have compassion for Megan because I would have been scared out of my freaking mind. I probably would have peed my damn pants if somebody was actually doing that to me. Um, you know, and then they not really saying what really transpired. Like people saying you might not we everybody might not never know what really transpired in the car or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, I just don't feel like he should get all that time like that. That's a lot of time. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not a judge, and in my opinion is only one opinion to a million other people. Um, and again, I do, like I said, I do understand her side because I've had to deal with whether nobody how they feel about it. I've had to deal with domestic violence in my own personal relationship in the past, so I understand that aspect of it. But I don't get how he gets that much time like that for that, you know. Um, a weapon was involved, wherever who used it, I know, but I guess I'm really just feeling bad because he got a small young child, and fire is and it's his and he has a son that he really do needs to be there to you know to try to give this child structure and guidance and stuff like that. So I just that's where I'm kind of like not feeling this whole amount of time with it, even though um I kind of been like I don't know how to what the word to say because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been listening to his music. I ain't been listening to his music and a couple other people like in the males, some of the male artists that like you know I don't even want to bring them into this video, but yeah, but I just don't feel like he should get all that time like that. I just feel kind of bad for that part of it because, like I said, he got a small child, a young child that he needs to be there for to give guidance and structure and stuff like that, and be a father figure to this child. And they want to give him all that time, and I don't even think 10 years would be. Um, I think 10 years would be too much. So like I said, I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer, attorney, or anything. But this is just my little 2 cents or whatever, and how I feel about this whole thing because I actually like his music. You know, um, I kind of was reserving myself from it a little bit for a while, but um, I just feel bad, I guess, and that's what I feel bad for her too because that gotta be a lot to be going through that, and then it's like this all in the public eye, and you know, just and to have somebody, the part with your friends, the ex friend, and then other people that don't been around you, um, that's got to be a lot. But I pray for her to get to a better place mentally and stuff about this to get through this, you know, because I know it's not easy, especially with them being in the public eye like that. Like they got all like not just a few eyes, they got millions of eyes on them, and everybody's gonna have their opinion about it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I guess about this whole situation. I guess I just feel bad for both sides because I like to think I try to like to think like that. So I'll be here by myself and I'll be like I could be thinking coming up with different little questions and stuff. Like that's crazy. Like maybe I should have been like a damn news reporter or something like that, a journalist or something like that. I don't know. But I don't want to be no blog person or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking about it from both sides. So I'm trying to think of it from both sides. Because, like I said, I don't listen to both of their music. So it's just hard to, like, yeah. And I just, because of his child, I just feel, like, kind of bad because of that aspect of it. Um, all right. So let me get off of here. See y'all later.